Hi, good evening. Today I'm going to explain the Kubernetes architecture diagram. In Kubernetes, requires a minimum one master node and minimum two worker node, not less than two worker node. And you can maximum you can have three or four worker node. From the master node, you can see that Docker, Kubedium, kubectl, these are the essential packages which need to be run from the master end. On the worker node, you can see that Docker and Kubelet are the two packages which are required. And Kubelet and Docker services which are running from the worker node end. From the worker node, we can see that there are other services which are performing the tasks. Here we cannot provide all the tasks to particular one services. So we need number of services. So each service is going to perform a particular task. Let me explain what scheduler is going to perform a task. Scheduler is the one which is going to check on each worker node what is the resource utilization. What is the resource utilizations of the worker node 1? What is the resource utilization of worker node 2? What is the resource utilization of worker node 3? Whenever you want to create an application or container on the worker node, API servers does not have the capability to on which worker node application has to be created. API server is the one which is going to check with the scheduler. Scheduler is having the information of resource utilization of each worker node, and wherever the utilization is less on that particular node, it is going to give the instruction to API servers. So according to that, API servers is going to communicate to the respective worker node of the kubelet. Kubelet is going to communicate with the run controller or Docker. The Docker is going to create an application or container. So according to that, okay, applications is going to run on that particular respective worker node. Let me explain controller manager. Controller manager is the manager is having the informations of how many worker node are running on that particular Kubernetes cluster, and how many worker nodes are running on each worker node, and when it has been created. Okay, so whenever the pod or container dies on that particular worker node, the controller manager is going to get a notification. When the pod dies, the controller manager is going to get a notification, and it is going to inform to the API servers. API servers, again, it is going to check with the schedule manager on which worker node has to create a container. This scheduler manager knows that on which worker node is having the less resource utilization. According to that, scheduler manager going to give the instruction to the API servers. The API servers is going to speak with the respective worker node of the kubelet. Kubelet is going to communicate with the Docker, and Docker is going to create an container. Another service is the kubelet service. So whenever you want to create an container on the particular worker node, we have to give the instruction to the kubelet. The kubelet which is going to communicate with the API servers. API server, again, it is going to check with the scheduler, and once get the information from the scheduler, which is going to communicate with the respective worker node, and it is going to create an container. One more service called the etcd. Etcd is the database which is having the informations of all the worker node and all the how many workers, how many workload are running in each worker node, and what is the IP address of the container, and when it has been created, and what is the load. Each information is going to stored in the etcd database. Whenever the API server want to know the information on that particular node, worker node, API servers is going to fetch the information from the etcd database, and etcd database going to provide the information to the API server. etcd database is very important. If you lose the etcd database, you are not going to perform the any management or any activity from the API servers. So we need to secure and we need to keep the etcd database in a secure place, and we need to have the backup of the etcd regularly, and we need to maintain. So this is the small circle. In the small circle inside that is a container. On the top of the container you can see that one more circle, that is the pod. Pod is the wrapper of the container. That pod is the characteristics of the okay container, nothing else. So whenever you want to create an container on the any worker node, you have to give the give the instruction to the kubelet. Kubelet is going to talk to the API server. API servers is going to check with the scheduler manager. Scheduler manager is aware where is the less utilization on that particular node. It is going to give the information to the API servers. API servers is going to talk to the respective worker node of the kubelet. So according to that, it is going to create a container. This is all about the Kubernetes architecture diagram. Thank you.